He was crying out, saying, Lord, upgrade me. Once the sins were confessed and forgiven, the purge, David begged God for his choicest gift, the restoration of joy. How many want joy today? When you talk about restoration, you're basically saying restore. And when you say restore, you're basically saying upgrade me. He humbly offers himself to be used as an instrument to show forth God's praise and to teach other transgressors. In John 4:34, Jesus said unto them, my meat is to do the will of him that sent me and to finish his work. In other words, they were saying, I'm just software, but I want a hard drive from you. We're all just software. Product of what God has created. We need to come to him with confession in our hearts. See, our spiritual system isn't running as it should be. You know how it is when your software gets slow, your program gets slow, it doesn't move like you want it to. And for those of us that really don't want to indulge in the time to really get something fixed, we're ready to go out and go get something new because the thing just don't work like it used to. A lot of times it happens because you've been in need of an upgrade. But because we so tired, we want to do it our way, sometimes we avoid to accept what the upgrade is trying to do for us to restore our system to where it should be. In other words, God is trying to restore your spiritual system. And I ask God, Lord, help me because there must be some lack somewhere in my spiritual system. You'll have a witness on this morning. If I don't tune up, don't get upset. But I think God sent his son here to serve and to be a servant to everyone that is here on today. David confessed, looked at his life, looked at his relationship with God. He recognized both his strength and his weaknesses. And as has at his heart's desire to change, we need to change our relationship with God. You see, sin separates us from God. And our spirits feel that. See, we may know what it is at first, but we may not know what it is, but our spirits do. See, there is a longing within us to be in relationship with God, to be close. Anybody want to be closer to God? Yes. But how many know sometimes your system is just not running like it should? See, with each sin we commit, we get further and further away from God. That's when the system really slows down. I'm talking about the spiritual system. To start doing his own thing. In other words, related in today's term, it's almost like when you have your computer turned on, all of a sudden you start noticing pop-ups.
Oh, yeah, pop-ups. I hate it.
When the system has been cleaned, all of a sudden you start getting these unnecessary pop-ups that you are trying to ignore, but they keep popping up. Every time you're trying to click something, every time you're trying to close something out of your life, every time you're trying to get somewhere, they keep popping up. And if you're not cautious, you're certain to find yourself going into a pop-up. See, the enemy has many devices to distract you from what God has intended for you. But if somebody, those that are waiting on the bond of the Lord, he shall renew their strength. That's an upgrade material right there. We said this on last week. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. I'm just going to tell you I've been there.
Come on.
Get mad at the system. Get mad at what I didn't pay for. I got the nerve to get upset. And all along, there's certain things that are required for the system to run smoothly. And it's a part of upgrade. It's a part of what do we have to do? How do we get there? And it's talking about when you really think, when you really look into it, our spirit is crying. But it's like David said, Lord, if you would create me a clean heart and renew a right spirit within me. In other words, David said, upgrade me, Lord. In other words, for you to get upgraded, there's a lot of things sometimes that you actually, there is a response that you got to accept the upgrade. You know, you can easily just turn your stuff off and just disregard everything. You can just shut that thing down and say, I don't got time for this upgrade. And the thing will tell you, you know, it needs time to upgrade. And it said it will start running. Do not shut off. Do not turn off. But it's something about, for those of us that can't wait, we just turn the thing off. I don't got time. I got to go. Don't even accept the upgrade. I've been guilty. And I know when I turn it on, there's an experience that I got to endure. Because you did not accept the upgrade, because you did not listen when God was trying to tell you something, now you got more confusion than you had before. Then you wonder why you can't get from point A to point B. From point A to point D. Because you have yet to accept the upgrade for the first time. And God is trying to renew our spirit and renew our mind. Because in Romans, the 12th chapter, it talks about creating me a clean heart, renew a right spirit. It says that in Romans 12 and 2. What it says, evangelist? Find it. Romans 12 and 2. I beseech you, therefore, brother, by the mercy of God, that you present your body as a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable, which is your reasonable service. Be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. Renewing. Some upgrade. Thank you. I appreciate that. See, when David realized that he was in need of an upgrade, I think that's what we all hear. But I know the Bible tells us now is the acceptable time. Today is the day. See, David realized he couldn't do nothing on his own. He asked God for forgiveness. And asked God to clean him up on the inside. He said, created me a clean heart. In other words, he accepted the upgrade. He was sorry for what he had done. Sorry for the sins that he had committed. So he was asking God, create me a clean heart and renew a right spirit within me.
Yes, Lord.
But how does this help us on today, Pastor Trey?
Help us, Lord.
I'm glad you asked. There's a way that you can upgrade. How do you upgrade? To upgrade, they're going to take some fasting and some praying. To upgrade, it's going to take some reading of the Word. To upgrade, it's going to take some coming to the church more than when you don't want to come to the church. See, that's a part of the upgrade right there. But then you know there, why do we need to upgrade? I'm quite sure many of you remember a while back when Sony got hacked by hackers. And I think that just in relation for us to know on today, it doesn't matter who you are. Doesn't matter how high your company is. It doesn't matter how big you get. It doesn't matter how far you get after. If the enemy want to come in, he'll come in. And I'm just going to let you know on this point that the enemy's been trying to hack into your spiritual system all day long. But you got to realize you got to keep your updates in order. See, a lot of things are going on because we allowed them to go on and we allowed them to come in because you never accepted the upgrade and you still refusing to get updates. The Word tells us that we need to continue to study the Word to show ourselves approved. Rightly dividing the Word of God. How How can you get anywhere if you don't take time to update your spiritual being? How can you get anywhere if you don't take time to get on your bended knees? How can you get anywhere if you don't take time to come to God's house? How can you get anywhere if you don't take time to recognize who made you? How can you get anywhere if you don't take time to praise His name? How can you get there if you don't take time to worship the one and only Savior? You just carrying around just luggage. You just carrying yourself around. And if the enemy wants you just to keep walking around. Because the more you keep walking around like that, you can tell, the more heavier you get. The more trouble that comes into your life. See, the enemy is steady hacking into you because you have yet to update with God. See, the enemy is steady getting into your family. He's getting into you. He'll get into your job. He don't care what part of your life he hacks. He just want to hack a part of it. They say if you let him ride, you will be sitting on that passenger side in just a minute or two. Because he's going to start driving you. In other words, he's going to drive you so much that you got a virus on the inside. Yeah, virus. The virus to do what you want to do. The virus will come when you want to come, when you don't want to come. That virus to accept what you want to hear, what the things that you really need to hear, you don't want to hear. See, those are viruses that keep people from getting to where they need to be. See, the word should remain plain to where even no one without error. See, the word is plain, but you got so many people that's trying to entice people to come to God's house. But the word is just what it is. It's the word, and it should never lose. I pray that you don't have a virus on this morning. How many of you know a virus ain't good? And you notice if you let it get too far, you got to end up taking your stuff somewhere. Because you realize you can't fix it. See, a lot of people think they can fix themselves at home, but you really can't fix yourself at home. So a lot of people think, well, I can do it right there. You know what? It may be, but sometimes you need to get around the saints of God. I know this is 2015. I know everything is getting so modernized now to where everybody, we can watch, church from home. But sometimes it takes getting around you saints of God. You know you ain't been coming up on television, TVN since you've been born. You already know. How you gonna leave the main server, which is Jesus Christ? But we see what they do today. Some of the stuff is nice that they do, but I think sometimes they take away from what the real thing about church is for people to come and receive from God. I admit I would love a gym in a sanctuary, but it's going to take more than a gym to save some people. I admit I would love a coffee shop in the church, but it's going to take more than a coffee shop to save some people. I admit I love a playground and a playhouse, but it's going to take more than a playground and a playhouse to save some people. It's going to take an altar. It's going to take some saints. It's going to take some peace in God's house. Yeah, I didn't realize. I know what's going on now. People that got scared of a real church. People that got scared of a real church. Yeah, we can go, and I ain't knocking on what they doing, but I'm just here to tell you, there's got to be something to draw the crowd to the place instead of coming to the word. God is really showing up and showing out.
That's good.
Man,
All right.
thank you, Lord. That's showing on my paperwork right there.